Okay, my friends, we have something special. Let's play Clash from the very beginning. Now, I haven't done this in years, so let's see how you even start a base. This is your new village. I'm going to skip through all that intro stuff and we're going to start out on just the town hall and everything. So here we go, my friends. Okay, we are starting out. Now, how do you start out on this new town hall level? First of all, do not upgrade your town hall until everything is upgraded in your base. It's called rushing. You don't want to rush your town hall. So what you want to do, you want to start with offensive first. At these early levels, it's not a big deal. You just start training your both barracks at first. You can gym that's fine, but you want to save your gyms. Here you're just going to train the barbarians. That's all you have left, and then eventually you're going to start to upgrade your barracks so you can make more troops. And I'm going to tell you what troops to upgrade, how to attack, things like that. And we're going to start off, we have 2,447 gold. That's quite a bit of gold. And early on, honestly, it's fine to create your archer towers and cannons first and things like that. But later, you don't want to upgrade those first. When you get to, I would say Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, you're going to want to do offensive first and save your gold to build up your walls and not your defensive units. It has to do something with war, but we'll get into that later. So I'm going to just create all my walls here because why not? Walls are fun to have. Honestly, at the beginning, early parts of Clash of Clans, you don't really need walls. You need to upgrade them, but they're not going to provide a lot of defense because, all these early raids, you're just scouting. You don't really care about trophies. The goal is not to build trophies. You might be confusing, what in the world is a trophy? How do I advance up? There's no advancement. So you're going to get into this game because of war. Eventually, the competitiveness of it, because you're going to be fighting other people, and that's the fun part about Clash. You might like it is fun to loot and build your own town and see that develop. That's really an enjoyable part to this. But I'm going to show you I'm going to build some resources. That is fine. Build those pumps up. Those are called collectors. That'll get you gold, my friends. And gold is the way to success. Oh, yes. Gold is awesome in this land. The land of Clash. Gold and resources. We can also build an archer tower, but I'm going to wait. So we want to get builders' huts eventually, so we want to save those gems. Do not gem those buildings. Don't waste one gem here to one gem there. Save your gems as much as possible so we can get those extra builder huts so you won't have to spend money. I don't want you spending money, my friends, okay? No on the spending money. I'm going to just, let's see. You can also remove these bushes and things. These bushes and plants give you gems, so they give you free gems. So you want to remove all those. Just remove them out, and that will go well for you. It'll clear your base out. Eventually, you'll get tons of gems. They spawn about 3 per day, so you'll get a couple gems by that per day, and they'll also give you gem boxes. But this is also another way. So under your profile, you can see these different achievements. These achievements happen as you progress through the game, and they give you different gems. And when you add up all these gems, these will enable you to get builders' huts. And you need builders' huts to build things more quickly. And so you can try to work on those achievements to get those free gems. So let's show some attacks here and get things going. Again, at the early stages, you can make your base however you want it, but here we go. You can push OK and attack, and this is how it's done. So you see that collector right there? It looks full, doesn't it? And see that gold collector, the brown thing? Those are collectors, and you know that the gold is actually in there. The resources are in there because they're full. Do you see that they're full? They're kind of filled up, and then they're not in the storages. And those storages, and that's actually a good way to tell where the resources are, because sometimes they're in the storages and sometimes they're in the collectors. And you don't want to waste your troops on a storage if there's no gold in it or no elixir in it, if that makes sense. So early on, you don't have to take down the town hall. So you see that overall damage in the right-hand corner, there's 3 stars. If you get 1 star for taking down the town hall, which is that big structure in the middle, you get 2 stars if you get 50% or more. You're at 42%. And you get 3 stars if you can wipe out the whole base. At these early stages, getting trophies isn't the biggest deal. It's all about getting loot. They call it loot. They call it resources, that gold and elixir. So if you get the loot and gold elixir, and say there's nothing, you don't need to take down the town hall or the rest of the base, that's fine. You can end the battle early to save your troops. Also, another thing, I remember when I first started playing this game, it was like, why don't I have my troops left over after I attack? They didn't die. Well, every troop that you drop, you see those were elixirs that were empty, and see those are full. You can tell that they're filled up inside that kind of container there. But the troops that you drop on the battlefield, you will not get back. However, if you don't drop troops, you'll be able to use them for the next attack. See those 2 barbarians? That's what will be saved for my next attack. But the 8 that I already used, I won't be able to get those back, even if they survived, even if all of them had half of health left. I remember thinking, you're probably thinking, why aren't my troops staying alive? Why can't I use them again? They didn't die. Doesn't work that way. So just keep that in mind. I'm just going to end it here. I'm going to end it early, and I don't care about getting that town hall. A lot of people think, oh, I'll go for the town hall. No, you're not going for the town hall. You're going for those collectors. See that collector right there, gold or elixir. I'm going to end it. I got 822. That's great. Lost 1 trophy. No big deal at all. That's exactly what you want to do in that situation. And so you just go to train your troops, build them all up, and honestly, it's called the grind. I call it the grind, Clash of Clans grind. You're gonna have to build your troops, attack over and over and over until you start upgrading your town hall. And eventually, guys, yes, the beginning it's kind of fun, but it definitely gets way more fun once you start getting into clan wars and fighting other real people, their bases. And it really comes down to strategy. It's super competitive, and that's what I'm after. Again, you want to upgrade your barracks. So how do you go about upgrading these things? Start with your barracks, your offensive units first, so that the offense is a barracks. It'll be able to get you archers, and then you'll be able to get better and better troops. So you start with those first, and then if you have gold, you can start with, honestly, you can start with your collectors here, your resources there, and then walls. And then eventually you're going to finally get to the town hall. So you want to start with your offensive units first, and your army camp is also, it makes you be able to build larger troops to attack more. You definitely want to upgrade that quickly. But if you do have gold and you're not using it, you can use it on collectors and you can use it on walls. And then eventually you can use it on the archer towers and the cannons and things like that. But you want to definitely upgrade all your walls and everything before you do the town hall. It's called rushing the town hall. See that town hall right there? I'm a level 2. Don't upgrade it. That costs 4,000. You think, oh, I'll be able to get more troops and more space and more things to upgrade. No. Finish everything at the town hall level. That means archers, cannons, gold, everything there is, clan castle, things like that. And then finally upgrade your town hall once everything is upgraded. And then you will be prepared for each town hall level, and you won't be rushed. And people won't call you a noob. See that town hall? That is what you wait for. Wait. Please wait. Trust me. It will go well for you if you wait. Anyways, guys, this is episode 1. I'm going to come out with a couple more episodes on how to upgrade and how to attack faster, and some really cool strategies for you to help you become one of the best clashers in the game, because who knows, you could become a pro if you stick to it, and if you clash on, and if you listen to Halo Okraheads called Little Okrahead. Oh yes. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okra out? I don't know. Little Okra out? How does that work? Halo out? I guess we'll go with Halo out.